Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting an 1,850-point battle between my Dark Angels and Milo's Space Wolves. So the story that we've got going on here on this planet is that the Dark Angels arrived at this planet to investigate some rumors that had been that they had intercepted about the possibility of the Fallen may have been using this planet as a base of operations in the area. So they deployed to the planet. They sent forth a couple interrogator chaplains to try to take them down and find out the truth. And when they arrived on the planet, they realized on their scans that there were other Astartes on this planet that weren't Fallen. They were actually from the Space Wolves. So they hailed them on the Vox and sent out some forces to see what they were doing here. They got no response from the wolves here on the planet, and when they started to get closer, they realized they saw what they thought to be mutants that the Space Wolves were working with. So the Dark Angels tried hailing them on the Vox again, and the two sides ended up coming to blows over each of their secrets. So that is the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be playing Purge the Alien. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that we'll be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have an Interrogator Chaplain on a bike and an Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor. We have 3 5-man tactical squads, each with a grav cannon and each with a Rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a Dreadnought with an assault cannon and a heavy flamer, and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader with a Multi-Melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have a 5-man Ravenwing Command squad with an Apothecary. And last but not least, we have a 2-tank Predator squadron with Twin-Link las cannons and las cannon sponsons. And for the Space Wolves, he'll be running a Company of the Great Wolf detachment and a Wolfen Murder Pack. Leading off the Company of the Great Wolf, we have a Wolf Lord on a Thunder Wolf with Fellclaw's Teeth, a Storm Shield, and Thunder Hammer. We have a level 2 Rune Priest on a bike with a Rune Axe. We have an Iron Priest on a Thunder Wolf. We have a second Iron Priest on a Thunder Wolf. We have 2 Thunder Wolf cavalry squads, 4 each. Each of them has 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields. Each of them has a Frost Axe with a Storm Shield, and each has a Frost Sword with a Bolt Pistol. Then for the Wolfen Murder Pack, he has 3 5-man Wolfen squads, each with a Wolfen Pack Leader, each with 2 Thunderhammer Storm Shields, each with a dual Frost Claw, and each with a guy with a Great Frost Axe. Alright, so those are the armies going over deployment here. I've got my Ravenwing Command Squad with my Interrogator Chaplain here. He is going to be my Warlord. I've got 2 of the tactical squads over here. I've got my Predator Squadron here. I've got the Land Raider with my 5 Deathwing Knights and my Interrogator Chaplain with Terminator armor inside. And we've got the 3rd tactical squad over here. And I've got my Dreadnought in reserves with the drop pod. Going over deployment now for the Space Wolves, he's got his Wolfen. He's got one of his Wolfen squads right over here. He's got a squad of the Thunder Wolves right here with an Iron Priest. We've got another squad of Wolfen. We've got another squad of Thunder Wolves. Attached to that is his Wolf Lord, which is his Warlord. Another one of his Iron Priests and his Rune Priest. And then behind the wall over there is the 3rd Wolfen squad. So that is the deployment that we've got going on here. As of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first, unless he can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. That is, wow. That's, yeah, that's special. No seize. That one was probably going to seize, and then the tree caught it, not wanting to give the advantage to the Space Wolves. So that's what we've got here. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. These guys shot up over this way, passing dangerous terrain tests that were needed. These guys just kind of stood where they were, These guys shuffled over here a bit. And coming over here, he came in from reserves over here. So that is it for the movement phase here on turn 1. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting out the shooting phase, this guy here is going to fire into his wolves, the Thunder Wolves over there. So we're going to start with the assault cannon, hit it on 6 because he moved 12 inches. Twin linked. We got, whoa! Okay, we got 3 hits. I'll take that. Pretty good reroll there. Strength 6, toughness 5, so looking for 4s to wound. Okay, we got 1 wound, 1. 3 up, he's good. And now the multi-melta will shoot into him, hitting on a 6. No hit there. All right, so these guys here are going to fire into that squad of Thunderwolves. The blacks are going to be the twin-linked ones. The other ones are going to be normal ones, so hitting on 3s. Okay, only ones that missed were non-twin linked. All right, wounding on 2s. Okay, we got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. And 1 takes a wound. All right. All right, so he is going to fire into the Wolfen over here. I've got my heavy flamer is going to shoot first. So I've got, I can hit 4 of them with the heavy flamer. So 4 hits. Strength 5, toughness 4. So looking for 3s to wound. We got 4 wounds. Do they have strength 4, strength 5, AP 4?
Okay, so it's just going to be feel no pains.
Just going to be feel no pains. So we got 4 feel no pains. Oh, yeah, you might want to look out, sir. Hold on. All right, so he is going to look out, sir. Wow, okay, he has to take 3 of them. Are going to go into his leader first. So these are the feel no pains. Nope, so he's going to be dead. That one's cocked. Reroll that one. Yeah, I call this cocked. Yeah. All right, so he's still dead. And then 1 more onto this guy. They all would have been the same feel no pain, so he's good. So he takes no wounds. All right. All right, so he had actually failed the 3 there, so he only passed 1 of them. So this guy takes 1 wound. Now the assault cannon is going to fire into them. So I've got 4 shots hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 2 hits, strength 6, toughness 4. So wounding on 2s, 6s are rending. So we got 2 wounds, AP 4. So they might
more feeling pain.
Yeah. He makes 1, so he is dead. All right, so that is it, I think, for the shooting phase, because I don't think my drop pod where it landed can actually see anything. So we will come, and I've got no one that's going to charge. Everything else is out of range. So we will come back to you after. Actually, I might have some flattening out, but that's boring to watch. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn 1. Oh, hello. Space Wolf movement phase here on turn 1. He rolled on the what is it? Not the Curse of the Wolfen. It's the hunt table for the. Oh, it is Curse of the Wolfen with the hunt table, and he rolled a 7+ because he gets +2 because of the number of Wolfen that he has here, and so all of these guys got to get those 2 squads got to get a free move, so they moved up 12, and then they moved again 12. So here they are, looking right in my grill. Pretty brutal. These guys are all moved up over here, and then the squad back around over here just turned around to take a look onto my dreadnought over here. So that is it for the movement phase here. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so moving on to the psychic phase. His Rune Priest actually rolled on Librarius, and he rolled a 1 here for the what is it? Not the Winds of the Warp. So I have 1 die, he has 3 dice, and he is going to cast Null Zone onto my squad over here. So, looking for 2. Getting it with 2. I've only got 1 die, so I cannot deny it. So they have been Null Zoned.
Rapid fire.
Cool. Yeah, these guys here are going to, in the shooting phase, shoot into them. We've got 1 bolt pistol and 1 bolter. So there's going to be 3 shots coming in here because it's rapid fire on that one, hitting on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, so you got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That is a wound. 3 up armor save. No, looking for a 5 up feel no pain. No, so 1 guy goes down. And that is it for the shooting phase. He is very close combat oriented. So assault, they are going to charge into these guys. They are going to make a multi-assault into my Rhino here and my tanks over here. And then these guys back here are charging into my Dreadnought. So we're going to start over here. So Overwatch from these guys, I've got 4 Plasma Talons that are going to be rapid firing in there. So these are going to be hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. All right, twin linked. 2 hits so far, pretty good. All right, we got 2 more hits, but no gets hots. So we got 4 hits, strength 7, toughness 5, looking for 2s to wound. This one's cocked. All right, so we've got 3 wounds, 3 3-ups. Takes 1 wound. All right, and then I've got Bolter from my Chaplain hitting on 5s and 6s. All right, we got 1 hit so far, twin linked. That's 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 1 3-up, and he's good. And their charge distance is pretty much anything but, yeah, they are in. So we'll move them in and keep moving on. All right, over here, these guys are going to charge into here. I am going to Overwatch with the guys inside there. So we're going to start off with the Grav Cannon, hitting on 5s and 6s. All right, pretty good. All right, looking for 3s to wound, re-rolling because of Grav Amps. Re-rolling because of Grav Amps. Okay, just the 2. So we got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Takes a wound. And then we've got a Bolter guy that will jump up, hitting on 5s and 6s. Nothing there. And their charge distance is good, so they will be moving in. All right. And moving over to here, they are going to assault into him. I'm going to go with the Heavy Flamer, Wall of Death, D3. So it's 2. Strength 5, toughness 4, so wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. 2 good. And then we've got the Assault Cannon hitting on 5s and 6s. Hold on. Dreadnoughts do have Grim Resolve, so 4 shots hitting on 5s and 6s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound with rending, so this is a feel no pain? No, so he takes a wound.
No, 3-ups invul save.
Oh, they've got 3-up invul. I forgot these guys with the storm shields are in the front there, so 3-up invul save, so he is good. Now you've got your charge distance. Ooh, 6 inches, so they will be in. All right, that's it for the charges. We will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here. He is going to have Hammer of Wrath, so 5, wounding on strength. What is it, base strength?
They're strength 5.
Strength 5, so wounding on 4, so we got 3 wounds. 3 3-up armor saves. They're good. Woo! All right, so we'll come back to you with I-5. All right, so at I-5, he declared a challenge, so I accepted. So I will be going first with my Crozius Arcanum there. So I've got 3 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. What's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 5.
Weapon skill 5? 6 on your Wolf Lord? Oh, no, it's not the Wolf Lord. That's just the Pack Leader. Oh, plus 1 because of the formation. So he's got weapon skill 6. So I will be hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of Zealot. All right, so 2 hits, re-rolling because of Zealot. All right, so we got 3 hits. Strength 6, toughness 5, so wounding on 4s. Oh, no, wounding on 3s. Oh, no, yes, 3s. Okay, not as sad as I thought. So 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. They are good. Or invul saves or armor saves, whatever we wanted to do it. 3-up would be good. All right, at I-4, his guy with the sword and my guys, all the rest of my guys are going to go. So we're going to go with my guys first. They've all got 2 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. These are all going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 4 because of Zealot first turn here. All right. Pretty good. Actually, very good. Actually, super good. All right, so they've all got Corvus Hammers. So these are all strength plus 1, which makes them strength 5. They've got toughness 5, so wounding on 4s. 6s are rending. Okay, we've got 1 rend. Not great for this. So we've got 1 rend and 5 armor saves. Yep. So how do you want to do this?
So
you can start taking them on whoever, but then you have to keep taking them on them.
yeah.
So.
The Rune Priest, Dire Priest has 2 of armor save.
Okay.
So I think I'll just do it that way. So you'll take a wound.
All right. So the Iron Priest, he's going to take him on the Iron Priest. So the Iron Priest is going to take a wound, and then he is going to have 5 2-up armor saves. We should have done it one time, but it all worked out anyway. So they all are saved. Pretty brutal. All right. So we will come back to you with his attacks. All right. So now his sword guy's going to go. He's got how many attacks on the charge here? 6 attacks on the charge. He's got, it's going to end up being weapon skill 5, so he's going to, weapon skill 5, right? Yeah, so he's going to be hitting on 3s. All right, so we've got, that one's cocked. Okay, so we got 3 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Okay, you got 1 wound, but that is AP 3. So I've got a 5-up feel no pain. Nope, so one of my guys will be dead. Boop. And now you've got, then we'll come back to you with I1. All right, at I1, he's got his pack leader, he's got his Iron Priest, and he's got this other dude bro that are all going to be going at I1 with their hammers. So we're going to go with, and then he's got a guy with an axe. So we're going to go with here into the challenge. So he's got his pack leader that's going to be hitting on 3s. Oh no, weapon skill 5, right? Yeah. Yeah, so he's going to be hitting on 4s, but he's got preferred enemy, so he's got those 3 ones. Which is pretty good. So he has 2 more hits because I'm weapon skill 5 as well. Okay. Yeah, so he's just got the 2 hits. It was just the 2 that were there. Yeah. All right, these are strength 10, so wounding on 2. So we got 2 wounds. He's got an invul save, but he got null zoned. So it turns his 4-up into a 6-up because it's -2 to invul saves. So I've got a 6-up. It's strength 10. So if I fail either of these, he's just dead. So we're actually going to do it one at a time because each one will just kill him. So looking for a 6-up. Show me that fill first. No, he did. So he's dead, and then one other guy will be dead. So we'll come back to you with the next attack. All right, so that was also Slay the Warlord there, which is pretty good for him. Now we're going to come back to you with which guys you want to do now? Okay, we're going to do the other hammers that we have. So it's going to be the Iron Priest and then the other dude bro there. So purple is going to be the Iron Priest, and these ones are going to be the other guy. These are going to be hitting on 4s. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, pretty good. Actually, really good. All right, and now you just need 2 2s, and they're dead. All right, so that is First Blood. Womp womp. All right, moving over to here, we've got Hammer of Wrath because these 2 guys hit the Rhino there, which is armor 11 and their strength 5 base. So we've got 2 glancing on 6s. No, nothing there. Close, but not there. All right, moving on to I4. His guy with the sword there is going to be attacking into my Rhino here. So he's got, they don't get +1 for the charge because they multi-assault the 2 units. So his sword guy is going to be having 5 attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right. Strength 6, so looking for 4s to glance. No, nothing. Okay. All right, so now going into I1, we're going to start with these guys into the Predator. So these are all hitting on 3s. Alrighty. And these will be penning on 1, strength 10. Penning on 1s. They're all pens. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pens. So that will be enough to destroy them. But now roll to see if any of those explode. +1 to the result. We've got 1 explosion. So do you want to roll the distance? Yes. 1, 2, 3, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. This one explodes, and the distance, 2 inches. So it's probably just going to hit the Iron Priest. So wounding on a 5. That's a wound. That fell first. And he's good though with a 2+ armor save. All right. So these guys are kaput, and we'll come back to you with the other ones. All right, now coming over here, we're going to go with the hammers first. So we got 1 hammer, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the 1 hammer here. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. All right, so 2 hits. Penning on, they're auto pens. So let's just do, yeah. So those are pens. And now let's do the results from this. So you got 2, looking for a 6. No, so it is just down 2 hull points, and we'll come back to you with the axes. All right, so now coming in here, we've got the axe on the Thunderwolf there, and we've got the axe from his Rune Priest. The one on the left, the purple ones there, are going to be the on the Thunderwolf. These are going to end up being strength 7, and on the right there is going to be the Rune Priest, which are going to end up being strength 5. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty. All right, purple are looking for 3s to glance, and the browns are looking for 5s to glance. So we've got 4 pens. So it will be a wreck, because that's a glance. But now these all have +1 to the result. Let's see if it explodes. It does not explode. So I will disembark my guys, and we will keep moving on in the fight sub phase. All right, so moving over here, his wolf pack, the guy with the claws there is going to go first at I5, right?
Yep.
So these are going to be hitting on, what's your weapon skill?
4.
Weapon skill 4, so hitting on 4s. All right, so these are strength 6, looking for 6s to glance. No glances there. So then at I4, my guy will also go. So he's got 4 attacks here, hitting on 4s. Okay, got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. I got 2 wounds. Do you want to take him on the Thunderhammer guys with the Storm Shields? Because you don't. It's strength 10 because it's strength because he's got the Power Fist.
No, this guy will just take it.
So that guy will take 1 because it doubles him out, and then one of the other guys a 3-up. He's good with the Storm Shield save. So now we will come back to you with the Thunderhammer attacks. All right, and they will have 5 attacks each here. Hitting on, these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, pretty good. And these are going to be strength 10 because base strength 5. And so looking for 2s to glance. So we've got 4 pens. So I will be a wreck. Let's see if it explodes though. Does not explode. No, because it's AP2. Yeah. So it needs to be 6. So it does not explode, and it is just a wreck. All right. So that is it for the fight sub phase. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. He moved up 6 inches past his dangerous terrain test and disembarked these dude bros. He moved up 12 inches over here. The drop pod there has to stay still, and these guys stood still, and these guys stood still. So that is it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels here. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting on the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into them. We're going to go with the grav cannon first here. So hitting on 3s. That's not great. So I've got 1 hit. What's the average? Is 3 armor there, right? So looking for 3s rerolling. That's a wound. It's going to go onto your Wolf Lord. Do you want to look out, sir?
Good man.
He's a good man, and he's good because he's got a Storm Shield, so he is good. Then we've got 7 bolter shots that are going to be coming into here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, a little bit better that time. Wounding on 5s. We've got 2 wounds. 2, what's his armor? He's got a 3-up armor, so 2 up. So he is, that one's cocked, but he's good. All right, so now this is going to fire into them over here. The assault cannon is going to fire full because he moves 6 inches. Then I'm going to power the machine spirit, the multi-melta into him at full. And then the hurricane bolters are going to be hitting on, are going to be snap firing. So we've got green is going to be the assault cannon. Black is going to be the multi-melta, hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked on these. All right, so we've got 3 hits from there. 1 hit from the multi-melta. Multi-melta, the black is going to be wounding on 2. The greens are going to be wounding on 3s. 6s are rending on the greens. We've got 1 rend, 1 AP2 shot, and then we've got 2 regular armor saves. So how do you want to do it? It's going to be the Wolf Lord first, or the Iron Priest first. How do you want to? Do you want to try to take his armor saves first? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. All right, so I'm actually going to make him take the AP2 shots there first, and then moving over to here. So we've got this guy. Oh, he does have a 6-up invul. Okay, there's a chance. 2 6-up invuls. No, oh, he did make 1, so he's got 1 wound left. And then we'll take it 1 at a time, 2-up armor saves. How many? 1 at a time, 2 up. Oh, no! All right. All right, that's cool. Cool. And then one more 3-up armor save. No, and he takes. Oh, and he goes down because he only had 1 wound left. All right. And now the hurricane bolters are going to fire into them. So I got 6 shots because I'm just out of rapid fire range. Hitting on 6s. All right, 2 hits so far. Well, twin linked. All right, we got 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 2-up armor save, and he's good. All right, Stormbolter from my Interrogator Chaplain to them, hitting on 2s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds, 2-up armor saves, and he's good. All right, and now the guys in here are going to fire into here. So the grav cannon guy's going to jump up, hitting on 3s. Wow, okay. He's got 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. Oh, no, wounding on 3s, sorry, re-rolling. All right, so we got 3 wounds, 3 ups. All right, so he takes a wound. And now the bolter guy is going to rapid fire into them, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, 3 up. He's good. And then Stormbolter is going to go into them. 2 hits, 1 wound, 3 up. No, and he takes a wound. Oh, he's dead. He dies. And then the squad in here, 2 bolter guys are going to jump up and snap fire into them, hitting on 6s. Nothing there, and then the Stormbolter does not hit. All right, so that is it for... Oh, no, and then my drop pod back here is going to take some pot shots onto his into his wolf in there. So I'm going to have 2 shots hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 4 up. He's good. All right, so now that's it for the shooting phase. We will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, assault phase. These guys are going to charge into them. So here comes his Overwatch. Twin linked on the red, hitting on 6s. Twin linked, nothing there. So I need an 8-inch charge. I really need this 8-inch charge. Because if I'm just out there in the open and they get the pluses for the charge, I'm going to be in some severe trouble. So, looking for an 8-inch charge. Can they get it in? Yeah, 8 inches, perfect. All right, so I will move them in and we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so at the fight sub phase, starting off, my guys have Hammer of Wrath. So 1 will go onto his Wolflord because he declared a challenge. I accepted with my Knightmaster. So the 1 from him will go into him, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 2-up armor save. He's good. And then 2 are going to go onto the guy on the bike. So wounding on 5s. Nothing there. So we'll come back to you with I-5. All right, so now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to attack in. He's got 3 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. Or no, 3 plus 1 for the charge. He doesn't have an extra close combat weapon because he gets a Stormbolter. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of the first turn of combat. All right. So 3 hits, strength 6, average toughness there is 5. So looking for 3s to wound. We got 1 wound at AP 4. So he's got a 3-up armor save. And he's good. All right, so then we will come back to you with I-4. All right, so now we're going to move on to I-4. My guys and then his guy over there are going to go at I-4. We're going to go with the challenge over here. So my Knightmaster is going to go first. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of the first turn of combat. All right, so I got 3 hits. He's got Fleshbane on that weapon there. So he's going to be wounding on 2s. All right, 1 wound, AP 3, so 2-up armor save. He's good. All right, we'll come back to you with my other guys. All right, now the rest of my guys are going to go. They've got 2 base plus 1. They've got 2 base plus. What is it? Yeah, 2 base plus 1 for the charge each. So that's 3 attacks each. There's 4 of them there. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling because of the first round of combat. All right, pretty good. These are going to be strength 6. Is a strength plus 2, AP 3. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. AP 3. Does he have a...
No.
No? You can look out, sir.
No, I'm just figuring if he's going to
All right, we're gonna figure out this in a second. And then, all right, so he took it onto the rune priest and onto this guy. So he's actually dead. So that's 4 wounds, and now we've got 3 wounds left that are gonna go onto the guy with the storm shield. So we'll actually do it one at a time because that's cocked. So 3 up, he's good. 3 up, he's good, and 3 up, he's good. So that would have been fine. I just want to make sure because then it would go on to, it would then follow onto his Wolf Lord. All right, so that is it. But he will get to go, he will get to attack back because it was I4. So his attacks here, because he's got counterattack, are hitting on 4s. Oh no, he's weapon skill 5. Oh, so hitting on 3s. All right, so strength 6, so wounding on 2s. We've got 2 wounds, 2 up armor saves. They're good. Woo! All right, we'll come back to you with I1. All right, at I1, his axe guy is going to go into my guys, and then his Wolf Lord is going to go into my Knightmaster there. So we're going to go with the axe guy first. So he's got 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, right? All right, it's pretty good. So we got 4 hits. Strength 7, so 8 wounding on 2s. We've got 4 wounds, 4 3-up invul saves. So 2 of them are dead, but 2 of them are okay. And then we'll come back to you with his Wolf Lord. And now his Wolf Lord is going to go. So he's got Fell Blade, so he's going to reroll 2 hits. Fell Claws, right? And that one's cocked. So hitting on a 3, so we've got 2 rerolls on those. But yeah, you get 2 rerolls, right? No, but he's got the rerolls anyway to hits. Yeah, first round. All right, so that's all hits. Strength 10. So these are all going to be wounding on 2s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds. We're going to do it one at a time onto my Knightmaster there. So 3 up invul save. He's good. He's dead. And then we've got 2 more, and these are 3+ anyway, so 3 ups. Okay, 1 more dead, so 1 guy is still alive. All right, so we both lost 4 wounds in that combat, so we are tied combat there. So that is it for the fight subphase here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Space Wolves here on turn 2. They are locked in combat. These guys kind of shuffled up this way. These guys ran up over this way. These guys ran up over this way. And those guys back there just shuffled up around looking at my drop pod. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with... oh no, your psychic is dead. So we will just come... Okay, no shooting either. So we're going to come back to you straight with the assault phase. All right, starting out the assault phase, his Wolfen are going to charge into my Rhino. I am not going to shoot Overwatch because he needs a 12-inch charge. He gets to re-roll it, but he needs a 12-inch charge. Nope, and then, oh, don't do it, don't do this to me. Oh, I saw that first 6 and it scared the crap out of me. All right, so they are not there. So now they are going to charge into here, and now I will Overwatch. I'll come back to you with that. All right, the squad in there is going to pop up and shoot at them as they charge in here. Green are going to be the Grav Cannon. Black are going to be the Bolter. So, hitting on 5s or 6s because of Grim Resolve. Ooh, pretty good. I will take that. So these will be wounding on 3s, re-rolling. This will be wounding on 5s. All right, re-rolling on these. All right, so we got 2 wounds, AP2. So oh, he's still got 2 wounds. So 2 3-ups. He's good. All right, and they made their charge distance. So they will move in, and then we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. And these guys are going to charge into the drop pod. They are in. All right, so we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start the fight sub phase over here. They've each got 5 attacks on the charge. Auto hitting, looking for 2s to glance. All right, so it will be a wreck. Let's see if all of those pens, we got like, well, I think there was like 3 that warrant. So the rest here are all going to be pens. Plus 2 to the results. Oh yeah, it explodes. It really explodes. All right, so it will hit both of them. So we've got 2 wounding on 4s. We got 1 wound, 4 up armor save. They're good. All right. Oh, 3 up invul save. Sorry, so they're good. But yeah, so we'll keep moving on. So now moving over to here, we've got 3 Hammer of Wrath glancing on 6s. Oh, we got 2 glances. Brutal! All right. All right, so now we've got his sword guy going at I4. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right. Strength 7. So glancing on... Oh, strength 6. So glancing on 4. All right. We got 2 pens. So it will be a wreck, and it's not AP anything. AP3. So it is just a wreck. So I will disembark my dude bros, and we will come back to you with the next fight. All right, so over here, his Wolf Lord declared a challenge, so I accepted with my Interrogator Chaplain. So at I5, my Interrogator Chaplain will go first. He's got 3 attacks. 3 attacks hitting on 4s. All right, so got 2 hits. Strength 6, toughness 5, so wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. 2 up armor saves. Ooh, and he takes a wound. All right, so now moving on to my other guy here. He is going to attack in. So he's going to have to go against that guy. So he's got 2 attacks hitting on 4s. Oh. All right, we'll come back to you with I1. All right, so now we've got Axe Guy that's going to be coming here. He's got 4 attacks now because there's no counter charge. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, so we've got 2 hits. Wounding on, what is it, strength 7, so wounding on 2s. It's cocked. All right, so we got 2 wounds. Do it 1 at a time. So 3 up invul save because it has to go onto my Deathwing Knight. Okay, and he's dead. And then 4 up invul save onto my Interrogator Chaplain. No, he would have been good if it was the other way around. So my Interrogator Chaplain takes a wound. And now his Warlord is going to attack, hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of his, the thingamabob. Fell Claws somethings. What is it? Fell Claws? Fell Claws Teeth. All right, so these are going to be wounding on 2s. All right, so we've got 4 wounds. I've got 4 of invul saves. If I fail a single one of these, he's dead because it's strength 10. Has he been praying to the Emperor? Has he followed all of his ablutions and made sure that his Rosarius is going to hold true? Can he be okay? Let's see. 4 up invul saves! No, he did. Oh, just did! Oh, he made 3 of the 4. Oh, but that one. My dread nemesis, the one, has taken me down yet again. All right, so that is it for the fight sub phase here for the Space Wolves on turn 2. So he will consolidate, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, movement phase, or lack of movement phase for the Dark Angels here. He stood still. They stood still. They stood still. And they stood still. And that is it. That's all we've got left on the board. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting with the shooting phase, they are going to shoot into this squad here. We're going to go with the grav cannon first, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 3s because he's got one guy with 2+ and one guy with 3+, but it's like toughness where you take the better thing that you've got going on there. So he's got 3 up is going to be better for him. So I've got 4 shots. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling because of, oh, that's a 3. Rerolling because of grav amps. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. It's going to go into your Wolf Lord first. Do you want to look out, sir? All right, so we got 4 lookout sirs on 2+, so they all looked out, sir. So he's got to take them 1 at a time now. 3 up.
It doesn't matter because his saves are going to be.
Oh, they're all going to be the same. So the first one's whatever. So we got 4 3-ups. That one's cocked.
So he's definitely dead.
So that guy definitely dead, and the other guy's good. All right. And now 7 bolt shots are going to be going into him, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s. We've got 1 wound, 2 up armor save. He's good.
2 up now.
The squad in here is going to fire into him. So the grav cannon is going to go first, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of grav amps. No need to re-roll, so we got 4 3-up invul saves. And he takes... Oh, that's cocked. Which one's that one? That's a 5. So he's takes 1 wound. All right. And then 1 bolter guy is going to shoot into him. That's a hit. That is a wound with a fill first. Looking for 2+. And he's good. And then the storm bolter from the Rhino. That's 1 hit. That is a wound with a fill first. 2 up. He's good. He's super good. All right, this squad's going to fire into there. They failed their leadership test when they got out of the destroyed vehicle there, so they're going to be pinning. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So we're going to go over here first. So we're going to go with my bolter guys first. So I've got 7 bolter shots that are going to be going into there. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Nope, none of that. So now we've got the grav cannon that's going to be coming in here. So we've got hitting on 6s. We've got 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling. 2 wounds. So no saves because he doesn't have a storm shield, so he is just dead. All right. All right, so now my Land Raider is going to fire into him with everything, because everything's going to fire into him. So we're going to start out with the Assault Cannon and the Multi-Melta, hitting on 3s. All right, twin linked on these. All right. Strength 8 and Strength 6, so wounding on 2s and 3s. 6s are rending on the green. No rending on them, but they are wounds, so he's got 1 invul save, 3 up. He's good. And then 3 2-ups. That one is cocked. The other 2 have made it so far. Oh, he makes all of them. So now I've got the Hurricane Bolters that are coming in here. One of them is in rapid fire range, and one of them is not. So we've got 9 shots that are going to be coming in here. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. All right, these are going to be wounding on 5s. Ooh, wow. Whoa, okay, I'll take that. So we've got 5 2-up saves. They're all fill faces, so that's got to mean something, right? 1 cocked. Oh, yeah, there we go. He is down to 1. And that is it for my turn. So, that is it for the Dark Angel's turn. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Space Wolves. They moved up towards here. These guys moved up towards here. These guys moved up towards here. He's running up over this way. And these guys moved up over towards here. So that is it for the movement phase. Moving on to the shooting phase now. We've got his bolter is going to fire into here. So 2 shots hitting on, what's this? Oh no, yeah, pistol guy's dead. So you just got the 2 shots hitting on, is it nothing? It's not 3, it's 2s? Oh, weapon skill 4. So yeah, so ballistic skill 4. So nothing there. So we will come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so these guys here are going to charge into them. Overwatching, I've got to start with my grav cannon. So I've got 5 shots hitting on 5s or 6s because of Grim Resolve. I got 2. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling because of grav amps. Re-rolling because of grav amps. So we got 1 wound. 3 up invul save. No, so he takes a wound. Do they have feel no pain?
Oh, yeah,
6 up, feel no pain. Or 5 up. Is it just a regular 5 up? It's a regular 5 up, but he still takes a wound. And now 7 bolt shots are going to be going in there. Hitting on 5s and 6s. We got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing there. So he needs a 10-inch charge. You get to re-roll it because of their special rule. No, so they did not make it in. All right, now these guys are going to be charging into them. So we're going to start out with the bolter shots here. We got hitting on 5s and 6s. All right, we got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Nope, nothing there. And then we've got 5 shots from the grav cannon, hitting on 5s and 6s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 3, re-rolling, re-rolling. Ha! All right, so nothing there. Their distance. Ooh, 3 inches. I got to figure this out. And they have fleet, so yeah, now they're definitely in. 5 inches will get them in. So we'll come back to you with the next charge. All right, now his Wolf Lord is going to charge into here. He's only 1 inch away, so he's going to make it barely, but it's a good thing it's only him, but he has got fleet, so now he's in. Then these guys are going to charge into them. Oh, these guys first? I am not going to charge with that. I'm not going to shoot Overwatch. I'm going to hope for the best. 4 inches is not going to make it. All right. They get to reroll. 5 inches is still not going to make it. So now these guys are going to charge into here. Overwatching with the grav cannon, hitting on 5s or 6s. Got 3 hits. That's pretty good. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. So that is 3 wounds. It's AP2, yep. Yep, feel no. Oh, no, you got 5 up cover 6 because they're in that train. So we got 3. We'll do it 2 at a time. So 2 5 ups. Nope, and then feel no pain, 5 ups. Nope. So the front guy is dead. And then you've got a 3-up invul save. Nope. Feel no pain. Nope. So he takes a wound. And then we've got a bolter guy that's going to fire, hitting on 5s or 6s. Nothing from him. So then you've got your charge distance coming in here. 7 inches will get them in. So we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so moving over to here. He did his Hammer of Wrath. We did it before I started rolling, and it was a no wound there. So now at I4, my guys are going to go. He declared a challenge, so I've got my sergeant is going to be going to him. So we'll do his first. So he's got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. I got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's not a wound. Then I've got 4 other attacks going in there from the other guys, hitting on 4s. All right, so we got 3 hits, wounding on 5s. Nope, nothing there. So we'll come back to you with I1. All right, so we're going to go with the challenge first. So he's got 5 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding and squishing on 2s. So that is 3 of them dead. Then do you want to just do your other hammer guy? All right. And the other hammer guy hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 2s. You just need 2 more. Yeah, they did. All right. So my squad is completely wiped. So he will consolidate and we'll keep moving on. All right. Now the Wolf Lord onto my Land Raider here. So he's got his 6 attacks hitting on 3s. All right. Rerolling because of the Fell Claw. So you get 1 miss. All right. These are now strength 10. So looking for 4s to glance. We've got, it will be a wreck. So he's got 3 glances and 1 pen. Let's see if the pen blows it up. It does not blow it up. So it is just a wreck. All right, so now moving over here, we've got 2 guys with the claws that are going to be coming in here. So they are going to be hitting on 3s. All right. Pretty good. And these are strength 6, so looking for 4s to glance. That is enough there to glance it to death. So that is a wreck. And 1 pen, but is it AP2? Okay, so then the 1 pen does not blow it up. So it is a wreck. And that is it for the fight sub phase for the Space Wolves here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 4. They stood still. They stood still. And that's it. And they're holding strong. Let's see what they can do. So we're going to move straight into the shooting phase. These guys are going to fire into them. So we're going to start with the grav cannon first. 5 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, all right. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. Okay, we got 2 wounds. No, you can just do it. 2 3-ups. Both failed those. 2 feel no pains. Yeah. Makes 1, so the front guy just dies. And then we've got 7 bolt shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 4s. We've got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. He's good. And now these guys are going to fire into his Wolf Lord. Here comes the grav cannon, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s, yeah, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of grav amps, re-rolling because of grav amps. So 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. He's dead. Does he have a feel no pain? No, so the Wolf Lord is dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. Woo! And that is it for the Dark Angels turn here on turn 4. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Space Wolves on turn 4. Movement phase for the Space Wolves. They moved up this way. These guys moved up this way, and these guys moved up this way. And these guys moved up this way. They did pretty good, because the Wolfing can actually run and charge in the same phase. So, moving on now into the Assault phase. Directly, these guys are going to assault into here. So we will Overwatch. So I've got 5 shots from the grav cannon hitting on 5s or 6s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up invul save. He's good. And now we've got 7 bolt shots coming in here, hitting on 5s or 6s. Okay, we got 3 hits, not bad. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound, 3 up invul save. He's good, and their charge is totally in. So we'll move them in and keep moving on. And now these Wolfen are going to charge into them. Overwatching with the grav cannon. 5s and 6s. Got 1. Wounding on a 4. Re-rolling because of grav amps. That's a wound. 3 up invul save. He's good. And now we've got the 7 bolt shots on 5s and 6s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That is nothing there. And they are totally in. All right, so we'll move them in, and then do you want to see if these guys can roll? Or we're going to go with these guys. It's 5 inches. Is that enough? If not, they can re-roll it, right? It's not enough, so re-rolling. 4 inches, so they're not. These guys have not wanted to get in, and then these guys, they're 8. So we will move everybody in, and we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so starting out the fight sub phase, we're gonna go with these 2 claw guys over here at I5, hitting on 3s, right? All right. And then wounding on strength. What is it? Strength what?
Give me a second.
All right, 1 second. All right, so we checked. We forgot about this, but the because of the Orgy of Slaughter special rule, super brutal, from the Wolfen Murder Pack, they get to attack. They get an additional attack for every 6 to hit in close combat. So that's an additional 7 attacks because of this. Hitting on 3s, and that 6 then explodes again. So you, all right, so that's another hit. Gross, super gross. Hitting on 3, so that 2 is gone. So all of those hits. These are now strength what? 6? Strength 6, AP 2. So wounding on 2s, shred. If you need 5 2s, they're dead. So they are just obliterated. He gets to reroll that one for shred, and it does wound. So all of those wounds on those 5 guys, there is very little left of them. So they are dead. So we will come back to you with the next fight sub phase. And we've got the same thing over here. So these are from the claws too at I5, hitting on 3s. We only got 1 6 in this one. So, all right. So, this is the one that I'm gonna be alive at, because now you just need 2s, AP2, and they're dead. And that is how this ends, with a brutal tabling by the Space Wolves. Yeah, that went downhill real quick. I think in the beginning there, when he got off that the 7+ result on his the hunt table for the Curse of the Wolfen, that allowed his Thunder Wolves to move 12 and then move 12 again and then charge that turn. That was a huge game changer, because they got all up in my grill, took out my my predators, took out my the Grav squad over here. And they got all up in there and just like murdered me really hard, and killed those guys too in that turn. It was yeah, it was brutal. So I think if he hadn't done that, it would have been a much closer game, I think, because I would have had another round of shooting with my las cannons, and I would have had shooting with the plasma, and another round with the grav guns, which would have been grav cannons, which would have been pretty good. But yeah, that was a brutal game. I thought it was going to be much closer, and yeah, getting off those charges real quick really made a huge difference. So. Yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I had a blast regardless, and his models are gorgeous. He's got them painted, and he's got them modded up with a samurai look with them. Where did you get those the parts? At Puppets War. At Puppet Wars. Puppets War. Puppets War is where he got the samurai bits, which is pretty cool. They look super awesome and unique, which is really awesome. And the backpacks are from Cromlech, so just because I know some people are probably going to ask. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. I certainly did. And until next time, I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Milo. And until next time, have fun.